Strange choice, walking into a lab filled with broken experiments and a man who can barely trust himself. Most people run when they hear what I carry inside me. You, though, you walk closer. You didn't come here by accident, Batman. You came because you know what it means to live in two skins. You want to talk about it. The fracture, the constant fight.
Yes.
Gotham knows Batman, the world knows Bruce Wayne, and somewhere in between is the part of me that doesn't belong fully to either. I've carried that split for decades, convincing myself it's discipline, when often it feels like punishment. You live it more violently. Banner the mind, Hulk the storm. I want to understand whether dual identity is survival or erosion. Because lately, I'm not sure which one I'm standing in.
For me, it's erosion. Banner wants to build, Hulk wants to smash. There's no middle ground, just a tug of war that tears at the rope. I don't wake up feeling balanced, I wake up exhausted. Every laugh I hear, every quiet moment I try to have, it's always there, the fear of eruption. You say discipline, I say prison. Batman is a mask you choose. Hulk chooses me. That difference matters.
Choice is rarely clean. I didn't choose Batman so much as I was dragged into him. The night my parents died, Bruce Wayne stopped being whole. The Bat was born out of necessity, not freedom. Since then, I've wondered whether I became weapon or victim. You call your fracture a prison. Mine is a cage I built myself. Perhaps the difference is only in language. Neither of us escapes the split. We endure it.
Endurance sounds noble until you're the one waking up in rubble. I've leveled towns, frightened people I wanted to save, destroyed chances at a normal life. Endurance doesn't heal the people hurt when Hulk takes over. You carry your city's weight, but your mask never kills it. Mine has. That's the curse. You still believe discipline redeems you. For me, discipline is just a pause before the next disaster.
But even pauses matter. In Gotham, corruption regenerates daily, criminals rise from ashes, yet I fight. My victories are pauses in the chaos. They're temporary, but temporary buys breathing room, and sometimes breathing room saves lives. Maybe your pause before disaster feels meaningless, but it's still a form of resistance. Dual identity is less about eliminating collapse and more about holding back the tide long enough for something else to stand.
That's the difference. You see meaning in the pause. I see futility. Every time I fight Hulk, I ask myself if the world would be better if I just surrendered. If I let him take control permanently. At least then the struggle ends. The thought of not fighting is tempting, Batman. Don't think I haven't considered it.
You haven't surrendered. That tells me something. You're exhausted, scarred, convinced the war is endless, but you're still here. That choice matters. Men in Gotham surrender every day to their worst selves, and they call it freedom. But you fight it, even when you hate it. That's not futility. That's discipline without the mask. Maybe you don't see it, Banner, but every day you resist proves you're more than the monster you fear.
I'm too stubborn to quit. But I'll admit, sometimes I think the struggle itself is identity. If the Hulk disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't know who I was. Banner needs Hulk to have meaning, and Hulk needs Banner to have conscience. It's not about winning anymore. It's about refusing to let either half erase the other. That's what dual identity is. A fight you never stop showing up for.
You describe the very life I've lived, though I never used those words. Bruce Wayne needs Batman to have purpose. Batman needs Bruce Wayne to remain human. Without either, I'm hollow. I used to think the mask was the weapon and the man the victim. Now I see it differently. Maybe both are victims. Maybe both are weapons. The fracture isn't something to cure. It's something to live with endlessly.
Exactly. People like us don't get to be whole. And maybe that's fine. Wholeness is overrated. It's the fight that defines us. Hulk isn't going away. Batman isn't either. The question isn't how to erase them. The question is how to carry both without letting either consume you. That's not peace, but it's something close to truth. And truth, even fractured, might be the closest thing we'll ever get to freedom.
Truth over peace, I came here thinking dual identity was a curse, a flaw to control or deny. But you're right, Banner. The fracture itself is the identity. Batman and Bruce, Banner and Hulk. It's not about choosing one. It's about carrying both. I thought I was teaching myself discipline. But I see now, it's the refusal to surrender to either side that keeps us alive. That's something I'll take back to Gotham.